So today I'm going to take you through removing contours in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to create these cute baby letters. So you can download the base file, which is the top layer from Extraordinary Chaos, and I will drop the link below. Now there is a full alphabet and number set for this, so you can create any personalised art for baby showers, christenings or just baby gifts. But we're going to upload the A and the B today. And I don't know what's happening with Design Space, but all of a sudden my canvas seems to be shrinking, so I have to keep dragging it out and stuff's going in bigger than what it should be, but it's because, I don't know, it just seems to have all gone smaller, if that makes sense. Anyhow, so I've uploaded it. I wanted to make my letter a bit fatter, and that's fine. So all you do is click unlock, and then you can drag the letter to make it fatter or thinner or however you want it. And then I'm going to lock it as well. So click on the letter and go back to the top to the padlock, and you can lock it then to keep the shape you want to. Layered letter. So this is really good for baby showers or box frames, cards. They look really, really effective. So the first thing you're going to do, and I'm going to do this in a minute on the video, but because I forgot, but because it's an SVG file and I've stopped designing in Cricut Design Space, I now do it in Illustrator. You need to weld it. So you just click on your letter and weld. And you need to do that before you can use the contour tool on it, because all the layers are separate. Once you've done that, you're going to duplicate your layer. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build it up. So we're going to have 4 layers, and they're all going to be slightly different. So when we lay them together and build them with sticky pads, you will get this effect that you've got a multicoloured letter, which looks really good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start layering, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the stalk. So you can see the letters appeared. You can either remove contours down the side, or you can do it on the letter itself. I'm going to click on the stalk, and then we're going to get rid of both of the B's. So again, you can just click on those, and it will remove those contours completely. And then we're going to close the box, and you'll be able to see now that those letters are missing. Now to make this work, you have to duplicate this layer because you're going to continue the contours. So I'm going to move this back to my top layer. I've made the top layer white, and now I've put that second layer to the back, and I'm going to colour that. So make sure it's a cut layer. Find the layer, and then I'm going to click on the colour box. So the colour box is at the top, and then you can just choose your colour. Not that it matters, but I like to get a bit of an idea of what shade it's going to be. So I'm going to click on advanced and then just drag it around. I do everything in pink, but I'm going to do it in pink. But obviously it can be any colour. And it's just nice to see how it builds up, because when I'm choosing my card, this gives me an idea of what I'm going to choose is going to work. And there's my top 2 layers. So now I'm going to work on my third layer, and I'm going to remove the foot and the A and the Y. So again, I'm going to go into contour tool, and you can either use the sidebar or you can click on the letters. It depends on how fiddly that is as to where I click it. If there's loads of little dots and small bits like flowers, then I tend to use the side. And I'm going to remove those, and that will give me my third layer. And you can see now that it's building up nicely. So I need to duplicate this, and always duplicate the layer you've just contoured or it won't work. Put that to the back. And now we can colour that layer. So just a slightly different shade, or you can go complete contrast. It doesn't really matter. But it's whatever colour palette you want to use. And now the last layer. Back to the contour tool. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to click on hide all contours, and then I'm going to open the contour on the middle again. That's the quickest, easiest way to hide the contours on the final layer. Move that to the back, and now we can colour that. I'm going to go something a little bit different. I think maybe a peach. Or I don't know, I might use lemon. We'll see. And now I've created my B as well. I didn't want to take you through it twice and bore you, but we've got 2 letters and I've done the colours in slightly different orders and it looks really good this when it's cut, so you'll see that. So I'm going to send them to cut on the mat, and the top layer I'm going to use glitter cardstock, so I'm going to do that as more. And I use a green cutting mat. I've discussed this before. I just find that using a sticky or stickier cutting mat, they last longer and it's a bit harder to weed, but it's just stuck better. And here we are cut and we're ready to start building our layers. Now it's totally your choice how you build your letters. You can either do it with glue, which is easier, but they look much more effective if you do it with sticky pads. So I've fast forwarded it, but I'm going to talk you through it because it took me ages. So I'm going to use the small square sticky pads, but then what I'm going to do is cut them in half for the size of the letters because they are quite thin. I use my weeding tool to put them on. I find this much easier than using my fingers. I end up getting in the right state. So I'm just going to pop them around the edge like that and make sure that all of the edges have got something on so that it sticks down well and it's easily balanced. Because once you stick these on, you've got to go with however it's stuck. And then I'm going to use my hook to remove the back of the sticky pads. And this is the most fiddly bit, I'd say, of the whole project, doing this. As I say, you can use glue, but it looks so good when they're just slightly lifted and you've got a bit of a different element to it as well. And then when you've done that, flip it over and you've just got to get your positioning right, because once these sticky pads stick down, they're a bit of a faff to move. And there's your first layer. So you can see it's just like slightly lifted. We're going to do the same with all of the layers. I'm cutting these sticky pads in half and that makes them so tiny and it does make it more of a fiddly job. But as we work through, then we lift and put it all. You have to make sure, obviously, before you start that you've got your layers the right way round. And then here is my last layer. And once that's on, pop that on there. And it looks great, but I just want to add a little more detail. So I am obsessed with Nuvo drops, and there's a slight glittery one. I think it's called something like Snow. I can't remember now off the top of my head, but I'll pop the link below. And this is like a clear Nuvo drop with a slight bit of glitter. Sorry about the top of the camera missing there, but my pug knocked it halfway through and I didn't realise until after. But you can just see there as I'm adding these dots. So they're self-leveling dots. If you make a mistake, you can just push it and push it back in. And you just dot them on your file. And as they dry like acrylic-y. So they look beautiful and they just catch the light, because this one has got a little bit of glitter in it. And there you go. It looks super effective. And we've just finished building our bee, and I just wanted to show you this because I've done it in a different colour with a pink background, so you can just see the difference if you do a contrast. So if I'd have done that a whole baby or a name or a date, they do look really good working with different layers of colours but using the same colour scheme. So I'm just popping my Nuvo drops on there as well. And what I've done, you can see with the foot and the heart on the A and B's, some of the cutouts I've then just popped back on just to add a bit of detail. So you don't have to do that, but it looks quite cute. And actually I did intend to do it with a white glittery layer, but I lost them. And there you go. Super easy to make, layered baby letters. You can get the full alphabet and number set from Extraordinary Chaos, and don't forget to subscribe.